talking about that incident there. Come on, we have to talk about it.
Just imagine 3 weeks ago.
Just touch about it.
Me and you were standing outside and we were like,
saying,
yeah,
we're saying we're gonna win it.
I want to hear this story
crazy.
about us.
Oh,
Who's us?
what I observe,
Oh, that's what
because
you're talking
I'm very observant, right?
He's
I'm
talking
a very
about that.
observant guy.
Right. Okay.
I think your dynamic is great. I think you guys are dope as the characters that you guys play on
What, are we
TV.
Shaq and Kobe?
Like, who are these guys in real life?
Are we Shaq and Kobe or?
Sure, if you want to be. I think you guys have a dynamic. I think sometimes it gets a little drifty. And now I am on the show. I know why it gets drifty, because it's like
Here we go.
It's a little, here and there. But you guys are funny, man. You guys are funny. Sometimes I don't understand why what his points
funny.
are. I understand that your points are valid most times, but you don't argue your points enough. Sometimes I see you, just allow this guy to take over his opinion on you, because he's a Leo, and that's what we Leos do. I'm a Leo.
That's not true.
In a debate, he's a master debater.
I do not like to debate.
Keep going.
Not master debater or masturbator. No, I'm just joking.
Keep going.
But I think you guys.
You're
I think.
liking this, right? Your ego's getting stroked a little bit.
No, I want to. He's criticizing us.
No, I'm not criticizing. I'm just observing.
No, he's giving
the
us
show.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen you guys in shows where the guest will be like, "Oh, what the fuck is happening right now?" And I like that. I think you guys need to elaborate on that a little bit. Make it more like you mentioned comedy. I think it is comedic to, like, as a guest. I'll be like, "Yeah, in 2015 when I dropped the ball," and then you guys are like, yo, fourth quarter yesterday, I fucking shot the basket and I missed it, I bricked it, and the guy in the middle, the guest, is like, I'm talking about my experience, and you guys just interrupt the fucking conversation and talk about shoes and
Old head talks.
old head talks. What, you guys have ADHD?
That's the episode name.
Is this what you guys have? You guys have ADHD?
Name is Old Head Talks.
Old head talks.
I don't care what.
Old head tops. No. You guys sometimes, like, you'll ask a question and then suddenly, is it sincere? Is the question even sincere, or is it part of your script? Like, are you fucking asking me a question for me to answer it and legitimately answer it, which you guys give time, but are you actually listening? Or do you go back to the clips and you view the clips and be like, oh, that's what he was saying. I get it. Oh, but yo, Mike, did you see how we interrupted? Do you see how we interacted during the conversation and how you were, like, shit talking during it, as if, like, yo, the guy's story doesn't really matter? Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Ben,
Motherfucker, get the fuck off the stage,
I
man.
hope you saw Matt's face.
Get off the stage, bro.
You zoom on that.
This
face.
ain't the stage for you, Holmes. This ain't the stage for you.
Old head just lost it right now.
I'm losing my shit right now.
The man just lost his shit.
Yo, I'm not gonna be that old head that says, yo, do you remember those days? Nah. It's like, yo,
But
do you understand?
Yeah, Matt.
Any more criticisms?
No, there ain't no criticisms, dog.
This
This
is
ain't
interesting.
criticism. Listen,
I'm learning.
listen, man. I think you guys should make it a part of your show. I think I'm a creative. I think if you are gonna indirectly, like,
Shit.
confuse the guest, you do that as part of your script. And I'm exposing it now. If you guys end up doing it, it's gonna be. But some people, like,
No,
20
you're not
episodes
exposing
from now-
nothing. Keep going.
20 episodes from now, someone's gonna realize, yo, wow, that was genius. This guy now made it a part of the show. You know, Zach Gallineff, whatever.
Yeah.
See how his interview. What's his last name? I've never said it. Gallineff.
Yeah.
I thought you know Greek.
Gallineff.
I thought you know Greek. Whatever happened to that?
Gallineff. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get canceled by my Greek people, man. My Greek people, we always LS.
Yo,
Anyway,
hit that pen, bro.
what was I saying, man? I forgot what I said. You guys did it again. You guys fucking did it again. I got confused with what you just asked. What did you say?
That was self-inflicted.
Oh, yeah. You're right. That was self-inflicted. Put that part of your episode where you fucking ask a serious question and 14 seconds, let's just say, in them talking or her talking, you guys are like, yo, look at that. Look at your shoe color, bro. And then the guy in the middle, the camera will zoom in and be like, Yo, is this real? I'm still talking. You know, you guys notice you do that? No? You don't notice you guys do that? See, is that a real laugh?
No, man.
Is this guy a script? What's happening with this guy? This guy, like, is he a real actor? He's a real good actor. Eh? This Toon Squad? Yo, I'm exposing these guys right now. Are these guys really the way they are outside of the fucking podcast? I don't think it's criticism. I think I'm just elaborating on what I see, and I think you guys could do more with. I think you guys have this indirect way of doing things that I actually enjoy. When I watch it, I laugh about it, but I don't think you guys realize you do it. And if you and I think you guys,
truth to that.
and I think if you guys watch other clips now after what I said, and you just see certain moments where the guest is just like, the fuck is going on here, man? Are these guys like, is this for real? Is this like scripted? Like, is Matthew gonna abruptly laugh out loud heavy, and is Michael gonna
man,
like
I
punk
can't
off
fake that
Matt
shit.
and
What we're gonna do right now is just hop into the game because Ash is on some bullshit right now.
They don't like to hear it, man. They don't like to hear it. I for sure know a lot of you
That's
that
a
watch
great
the
intro.
show or been on the show know when these guys suddenly while they're in a serious moment say something.
All right, let's play the game.
Look, this guy tapped me.
Let's
This guy
play
tapped
the
me.
game.
He
Let's
just
go
gave
to
me
the
the hook when they get you the hook and they want to take you off.
Let's
They
play
got
the game.
exposed. They don't want to get exposed.
Let's play the game. So
All right,
so
on
you're
that
exposing.
bullshit.
That's what we're going back. Are you?
No,
are
are
you
they? I'm
exposing?
asking the audience.
Because
This
when
is-
you
this is-
expose,
I'm asking the audience.
that makes you
Do
that
you
word
think
that
if you don't know them,
like,
forget
that
about
makes
knowing
you
them.
that
If you
word
know
when
them,
expose?
if you know these
Are you a
gentlemen
journalist?
here,
Are
if
you
you
a
know them,
journalist?
I might be right now.
You're
If
exposing
you
the
know
truth.
them,
What are you exposing?
then you
bro?
know if these are real characters.
What is he?
If you don't know them,
exposing?
these new viewers, the viewers that are gonna watch this episode and be like, "This one's a funny one. This guy's
Guys.
whatever." Because you know this one's gonna.
This one's one of the
This one's gonna
funniest
be
for
nice.
sure. This one's one of the funniest.
This one's gonna be
Oh,
nice.
shit.
But if you do know them, I don't want your opinion. I want the opinion of people that don't know them and say, "Yo, those last episodes, yeah, they do that. That's funny." I'm saying elaborate on that. Do that as a part of the show. Do that as like a serious question, but not too borderline. They don't like you, but maybe you want that some audience, some guests to not like you, like me. You guys don't want me to like you.
Can we play the game? 'Cause do you want to go in on this topic or do you want to play the game?
Yo, let's just
Let's just play the game.
Let's just
We're
play the
not
game.
having this.
Yo, on that bullshit, y'all know what it is. I'm gonna explain it real quick.
it.
We can talk.
We're all gonna pick a
I love it. These
question.
guys are gonna hate. I'm gonna get jumped.
Yo, the truth is you love us. That's the truth.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm here
He
for
loves-
I'm
he's
here
a
for
big
love.
fan. He's probably our
He-
biggest fan.
He's one of our biggest fans,
Yeah,
for sure.
he just doesn't-
For sure.
He hasn't supported us in the right
For
way
sure.
yet.
These guys want financial support.
No, never
Yo.
after that.
Yo, listen. So with this game, we're gonna pick questions out of this
These best kids.
this basket.
Yo, who are you sponsored by?
Don't watch
Uh,
that.
Okay.
So
Can't tell you right now.
it's Arya Cafe.
You're trying.
Nice.
We're sponsored by Arya
You're
Cafe.
trying to expose
Beautiful.
us. I don't want to get exposed.
So yo, we're all gonna pick a question. We're gonna start with the guest, and everyone's gonna have to answer it.
So there's only 4 questions, right?
Yeah,
So I gotta pick the right ones.
inshallah.
You only thought of 4 questions to ask me. These guys.
Or we just wanted to give you 4.
Who said we made them?
Someone. Oh, you're.
Don't watch
Yo,
that.
you
You
guys.
see? You
Wow.
don't know. You just want to expose without you knowing the truth. You could
Oh,
have
Read it out loud.
Listen, man.
off air.
These guys.
You could
don't
have
get
asked
sour,
me this
man.
off
Don't get
air.
sour.
There's no sour.
Remember,
I'm here.
bro,
I'm still smiling.
Remember, you smile. You smile. People that nervous get smile too.
Who's
Who's got-
shook my hand? You saw me. I'm
Who's
not
got?
nervous.
Who's
Dry
got?
as a cucumber, buddy.
You probably have like skin problems.
Yeah. My skin is way better than your ass.
Is it? I'm at an age where I
Oh
still
man,
look great.
read the question. Oh
Who?
man.
This guy's sour.
Oh man.
Who's
Give me
got
that.
next in hip hop?
Uncle? Who got next in?
Who will be the next new face of the genre?
Who you
Wow.
got? Who you got? You know, like when Pac was here, and then Jay came, and then Drake came, and
Who's the
you know,
next face?
Who's that
of
next
hip-hop?
guy?
I don't really.
You gotta just pick it. You don't have to be
I have
right.
to pick somebody.
Yeah, you don't have to be right. Just
gotta
like, who do
say
you think
something.
might be that
No,
person?
I like to make like I actually picked Jack.
White boy. I remember
Yeah,
you've been talking about him.
I
for a
picked him
minute.
before he was popular. I'm like, this guy's gonna take.
You actually talked about him last time you were here talking shit to us again. This time he did it on air. Last time he did it off air.
I said I'm gonna make
But-
it interesting.
But
to him.
anyway, I don't know what interesting is.
that Jack
But,
Harlow's a great answer.
But you've
Yeah,
been
well,
using
no,
Jack.
no, I used
You've
him
been-
last time, but I'm not saying he's
you've
the
been-
face
you've
now.
been
He's
saying
he's
that.
No, he has
gotten
the potential.
He got into he's doing the whole triple threat thing. Like he's
You don't think he's the next one?
He's already there, bro. He's already there.
No, but we're talking about the
next
face.
Oh,
He
the
doesn't
next
have a
face
number
of
one
hip hop.
yet,
I don't
right?
think
Yeah.
he's gonna be the face of
Who's
hip
gonna
hop.
be the next one?
It's gonna be tough. It's when Drake
never
decides.
just
It's when Drake decides to step down in that.
never
segment,
just
bro. I don't
one,
think
though.
anybody really has that capability
Yeah.
of taking control.
No, you're
of
right. Like you're right. Like, but if you were just to like predict like that one guy who's gonna be like,
that. I really like Corday. Like I think he's a lyrical guy, but I don't think he's gonna ever be the face. It's
What
hard
is he,
to
like,
say,
he's
man. That's a
gonna be
really
the
tough
J. Cole?
question.
Nah, he's not gonna be that.
J. Cole's like he's up. Like again, he's up there. If he's up there already, when is he gonna take over? Like Drake is the guy. We all know this. Drake is the guy in hip hop.
What is
so
take over? Are we saying like the
take
next
over
Drake?
like every.
No, we're just saying the
break the
face.
internet if they wanted to. They drop one song and
What
goes
is the
platinum.
face? So
like,
is he the next
like
Drake?
yeah, like who's
It's
gonna be
not
the
a
next?
franchise, bro. You acting like this is a franchise. Like
Are
unless
you asking me or looking at him? I can't
unless
see with your eyes.
labels- Unless labels are saying this shit,
Mhm.
you know, then that's different. But it's like it's not no franchise.
Are you
Like,
talking?
no, I'm talking to him.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
talking
confused.
back.
See, I'm good.
I like Jack Harlow. I like.
You think he's gonna be the
Yeah.
next face?
He's not
You
the
know, I
face,
said
he's
he's
just
gonna.
another
I
big
said he's next up. I said it like years before he actually
He's
became
not.
famous.
You're, like you're right. I just like
He's
it's
not
hard.
the
Like, is it
face.
Lil Baby? Is he
no,
gonna be the
Lil
next?
Baby's
Like,
already
I don't-
been up there,
He's
bro.
done
Like,
that.
what- it's
There's no
next face.
face.
When you say
It's
next
who's the
face,
next
is like
exec,
somebody
Who's
coming
to take
out.
over to be like that.
So who is that?
No one is gonna.
We
take
haven't seen
Drake
him
out.
yet. We haven't seen
He
her
hasn't
or
come.
him yet.
You're not
So
taking
we-
Drake out.
So we can't predict.
When's Drake retiring? Like for now.
Listen, if you're trying to fish for a little Dirk answer, it's definitely not that bum. So let's just.
That's
let's just
another
put it-
thing you guys do
let's
that I
just put
like.
it
The whole little Dirk
You like
thing.
that shit?
I like it because you know what? Let me ask you guys one particular question. What is your argument about Lil Durk again? What do you think that he hasn't done? He hasn't done
He
anything.
doesn't have a number one hit. He
So
hasn't-
that's
doesn't
what,
have
so he's a
hits,
stats
actually.
guy.
He just
So
has.
he's like a
he
stats
just,
guy.
He just got a hit with Cole, but that's
Okay.
with Cole.
Okay. And why do you like Lil Durk?
My life.
You know, I've actually
I'm
followed Lil
alive.
Durk way before Lil Durk was Lil Durk, and I used to watch his YouTube videos of
That
them in
sounds like
Chicago.
LeBron right now.
No, I'm serious. No, I'm not saying I'm not a fan or I'm saying I'm a fan, but I'm saying your arguments, just like the Michael Jordan, LeBron James arguments, and whatever arguments else you guys have. That's very, very part of this show, and I like it. It's good. It's not arguments. It's debates. Is the fact that Lil Durk, literally is a guy who has conditioning. He's survived a long time. I don't know when you discovered Lil Durk, but Lil Durk's been around for a minute. But he's not there. He's not the face. But he's going to have money and he's going to have shows. But he's never going to sell out arenas unless they have a big number one hit. And he'll sell arena once. Like, poor.
Where's his show, Matt? Where's his show when he's coming to Toronto?
I think Molson Amphitheater.
Molson Amphitheater?
Yeah.
Wow. That's good. That's great.
That's
How
outside.
many people did
That's
that sit?
outdoor.
Like, what, 20,000 people?
I actually don't know.
That's a good number to figure out. If that's what he's doing and he's selling it out, he's done his job. But then your answer this question: who's got next? Is it that's
That's
guy's
about
yawning?
No.
This guy yawned?
Yo, where's
That's
the
a first, eh?
where's the
That's the
Molson-
kind of episode this is.
Where's the-
Motherfucking yawning in this
Where's the
episode.
Molson Amphitheater?
It's CNE area.
That's not the Budweiser? That's a Budweiser. It's called a Budweiser.
I don't know the name. I think
I think it changed.
Sure, it
Maybe
could
to
be
Budweiser.
I don't know.
It used to be Molson.
I'm not sure.
Amphitheater. Now it's Budweiser.
Is it
maybe.
currently called
It
Budweiser?
is a Molson Amphitheater, but it's a Budweiser. I
Now
think
it's
a
Budweiser Theater.
stage or some shit.
Yeah. How many people does that fit?
I'm trying to.
OVO Fest has been there.
Benny Blanco, can you give me the info for that?
If
as
he's
we
doing
talk?
that,
Thank you.
that
sir.
stat is great because number ones could be number ones and great. And if you don't do it again, you're a number one. You're a one time. What is it? One hit wonder.
One hit wonder.
He doesn't have a hit though.
But he doesn't have a hit. But he can sell out Budweiser Stadium. 16,000. That's fucking good, man. Show, man. That's a
Nav
good
can
show.
sell out the ACC.
Beautiful.
And
That's
what?
amazing. That's how you. And does Nav have
So
a number
what?
one?
No, but Nav is bigger artist than this guy.
Yeah, but that's not the argument. It's like, do you fuck with his music? Do you fuck with Lil Durk's music?
I do.
That's not the argument for me.
What? Hold on.
The argument for me.
What is the argument for you,
The
Michael?
argument for me is just that Matt is a fucking groupie, and that's
Oh,
why.
okay.
That's all it is.
And Matthew, and
That's
do you
not the
believe?
argument
Do you
for me.
believe that you're a groupie?
Yeah, of course he's a groupie.
Oh, hold on. You have your own mic. Sorry.
Well, you were giving me yours.
I don't know why you
Wow,
leaned
pause.
forward. You leaned forward so smoothly. He's like, oh.
Pause.
He's like, oh, let me get over that.
I
mic
fuck
right
with his
there."
music heavy, so
You
yeah.
fuck with his music heavy, so and you have all the right to.
What the fuck are they on?
But Michael, who do you think is the next face, and
I
think
don't think there's a face. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't like your white voice right now, by the way.
Wow.
I'm gonna call it as it is.
Wow.
I don't think there's a face. I
doesn't
think,
like my white voice.
I think until like you said, I think until
I like it.
Drake kind of steps down.
Yeah. There's nobody next.
There's a bunch of people.
I think some people are gonna come up.
Yeah, there's definitely a couple artists that are come up. You know, I think Baby Keem's gonna have something longevity.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
You know, I think maybe JID is gonna have some longevity too. He's building a fan base crazy, and he tapped into the pop market very early in his career, and now he's kind of just building his fan base, his core fan base even stronger. Not that he didn't have it, because he did have it for Cole to discover him for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think there's not a franchise where you have a team player. There isn't like a face of music, because you can come and sit here and tell me, oh, well, Drake is. Yeah, Drake is. But then when Kendrick puts out, everybody looks at him.
And
When
J. Cole
puts out,
or
everybody
Future.
looks at him.
See,
When Future puts out, everybody looks at him. Well, I can put Kanye in that conversation too. Yeah, Drake is the best-selling artist right now, Billboard-wise. But until another Billboard artist comes through, maybe Jack. You know,
well, Jack got a number one. He got multiple number ones.
Oh yeah, First Class went number one.
And the one feature with Lil Nas X went number one. Did he do that strategically? Did he do that strategically, ladies and gentlemen?
That was Nas's record though.
Yeah.
Was that Nas?
But he
Nas's
got credit
record?
on it.
Yeah,
his
but
credits
like,
are
I'm
on there.
talking
He's
like,
part of that number one hit.
You got to get a number one hit like your.
Well, he did.
First Class. You're right.
Yeah.
He did.
So is he in the next phase? He's in the movie White Man Can't Jump. Like
he has all the potential.
Which was a good
to be
movie.
that.
Like he can be legendary. You know.
He definitely does. He has all it.
He's a good character.
He's a white boy, blue eyes.
He's focused. So that's what I like about him.
Oh, bro,
He's
him
focused.
Before he became famous, he was a white boy that spit, bro.
Yeah,
I
he
was like,
spitting.
yo, this kid is gritty.
Remember
But then
when I
I
was
found out
telling
he's a
you?
suburban white boy.
I was
Pretty,
telling you with his last album. The thing that he had was, I think he had a team around him that gave him a crazy beat selection, because that album, I don't know if you listened to it, but that album is
The latest
strictly,
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
strictly rap.
Yeah.
Like it's just
No
rap.
hook. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And I felt like he had a great team that gave him great beat selection, that it made it easier for him to just flow and
Yeah, because
rap.
if you have the skill of flowing,
Yeah.
just give me a
You
great
give me
beat.
the great beats.
That's the
that's it.
dynamic.
And I mean, he
sauce.
has one of the
Yeah.
like, I don't
I
wanna
fuck
say
with the
greatest,
lyrics too.
but he has fucking DJ Drama, who's been in the culture and in the hip hop
DJ Drama is huge, bro.
culture for years. So
He
of course
believed
he's
in him.
gonna
He
have
believed
that.
in him when no one did, bro.
Yeah.
But he got the great
Yeah.
white hype. There's
did.
always the great white hype. There's
The
the
Great White Hope. You mean?
hype and the hope. The great
Which is
white
kinda
hope.
Fucked up. Well, I'm not gonna.
But
get into that.
I think of Great White Hype as the movie. I think back in the day there was a movie called The Great White Hype. It was
Okay,
about
okay.
a white boxer that went after. It was all strategic marketing.
Went after who?
Went after a champion black boxer who's black, obviously African American.
right.
And the white guy is marketed to win. Meanwhile, he was just like fabricated. It was just to create the Great White Hype.
Right,
You know?
right.
So I'm not
Interesting.
saying that's in the music world, but let's be real. Let's call a spade a spade. The only other white artist you can think about in let's go to the 80s, 90s was Vanilla Ice came out as the great white hype of the hip hop scene.
Oh.
With Ice Ice Baby. After him, there wasn't many people. And then Eminem. Eminem came.
That's not hype. That man.
That is GOAT of
That's
all
a-
GOATs,
that's a
right? When it
god.
comes to the at least
god to them.
in reality that was the guy.
Yeah,
that was
that's
their
a
great
god.
white hype and great white hope.
Yeah, that's
And
not-
then after that there was guys like Machine Gun Kelly. And then who's after Machine Gun Kelly?
Mac Miller came. from
Mac
nowhere.
Miller broke.
Mac Miller
R.I.P.
is
Mac
really
Miller
good.
was
And
incredible.
I honestly, I think Mac Miller is a better rapper, better
And then most of those guys.
all-around artist actually
Yep, I
Then-
agree with you.
than Jack. He just didn't get to the level where he.
I don't think he
if
wanted
stayed-
to. I don't think he wanted to
I
because he
think-
had the
I think
ability.
He didn't want to early in his career.
He has also vices, right?
But then after he started going and dropping more, building his catalog, like you said, I think he was headed towards getting that number one hit. But at
man,
the
Mac
beginning of
Miller
his
was
career,
pretty
didn't.
legendary,
and he
bro.
was growing, man.
You know, I don't know
Growing
if you,
every year, growing
even,
as an artist.
Even the guy, he was from Philadelphia, right? He's from
He's
not
from
Philadelphia.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pittsburgh. Yes,
Pittsburgh.
black
Philly.
and yellow. Bro, that guy was like, I wasn't a fan of him in the beginning. I'll tell you, God honest truth, I wasn't a fan of Mac Miller in the beginning. But when I started to like really like give him a shot, is when I became a fan. And the shit that he would say was very thought of. It's
Super
very
dope.
thought of. Like I love rappers in that sense of lyricism.
Yeah,
Like, you know, if
yeah.
you think about what you're about to write about and it's gonna hit someone deep.
Yeah.
Like my favorite songs by Nas, for example, one of my favorite songs, and I'm a Biggie fan. The Day I Die.
Oh, you're a Biggie fan?
Oh, big time, bro. But
Just joking. I'm just
but
joking.
one of my favorite songs that ever as a younger juvenile, I would call myself.
Juvenile. Okay.
Straight up, I was a juvenile, which means I could have went many ways.
Okay.
And a song that I heard that really hit me was "I Gave You Power" by Nas, and it was by the album It Was Written. Bro, remember I was 13 years old.
And you're trying to.
I'm gonna go back that long. I was 13 years old when that album came out. I heard this song, and this is the song. If I rule the world, imagine that. You know that song? Okay, that's the album. So imagine you're going as a young kid on a CD in your Walkman. You're listening to all this song. This is the hit ones that you know.
Walkman, I remember those.
Good time.
Of course,
Oh, you remember?
of
those?
course. Those,
You were
you guys,
around?
so you're
Yeah.
around those days.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Barely
listen,
around.
Again, here you guys did it right now. They just did it. Do you see that? They just did it. They completely shut me out and like they're talking
we
to each
were
other.
just-
They're, like,
But
talking
it was a small one. It wasn't like.
Nas, I Gave You Power.
You have a-
If you listen to that record, and you got to listen to that record,
you
he's
gotta
talking
take
about a
deep
gun.
breath, my brother.
He's talking about a gun. He is a gun. And if you listen to the first time, you're like, you can't get. He's like talking about himself. But then you listen to his lyrics, you're like, whoa. And that's who Mac Miller was. That's who Eminem is. Jack doesn't really have that. He has more flow.
Jack just knows that.
He has more charisma. I think he has a lot of
Yeah.
charisma.
And the flow is
and
what
he's
matters
funny.
right now.
His character's there, but legendary.
Next
people,
question.
man. It's
What
crazy.
we got?
Oh, so we have only 4 questions.
You can pick it, bro.
Bro, I could just
No,
grab
give it
it.
to- no, no,
You can't just pick.
Oh,
two
it's
questions.
his.
I don't want to know what he picked for me.
Wait, look at the way you threw that. This guy. How do you guys insult your guests like this and get away with it? Murder,
It's you,
Shira.
that's why. Oh wow, that's amazing.
Why does this guy look like he bounces here?
Would you rather fight an AI army or a zombie army?
Fuck.
We on that bullshit
Holy
since you're on
shit.
that bullshit.
Who came up with that question?
Don't worry about
Someone
that.
get the credit for that.
Don't worry about that.
That's a
Just
dope
do it.
question.
Just do it.
Bro,
A zombie.
No matter what,
Zombie.
whoever I
Do it.
fight, I'll fight both.
I
I'll
know
fight
you
AI
will.
Army sounds like.
I'll
know
fight
you
both,
will.
and
You're
I
a
know,
pitbull.
I know it's not about that. I'll fight both, and most likely I'll be killed by both of them. So,
Nah, you
like,
can-
I'm going out with a bang. I'm trying to take out as many as
You
I
can
can.
beat a zombie,
Yo, I
come
actually,
on.
when I watch those movies, like the iRobot and fucking like those Zombieland movies, I like my favorite zombie movie is Zombieland with Woody Harrelson.
Oh god,
That was a sick movie.
that was a crazy movie. Half
But
stamina.
yeah, it made me actually enjoy the movie. Other fucking zombie movies are so depressing, bro. Like, oh my god, like if
Tap
this
on
is
the
what's
head.
gonna happen, if this is what's gonna happen,
Kill me
bro,
now.
I do not want to live, bro. Please, like, I'll pop myself before they come. Ah! Like I just pop myself, you know what I mean? But when I
Holy.
watch those movies, it's like, yo, we're all gonna go. It's so.
So who would you rather fight? You gotta choose one.
Fuck, I would have to say, I'd rather fight zombies because they're dumb as fuck. Like I can,
The brain fart.
I can last longer
you
with a
can last
zombie
longer.
than bro.
You can
I would
have a
actually
good-
enjoy zombie war.
can have a
The only
good
thing that would be
5
hard,
years.
the only thing that would hurt is if you got to take out your own people, bro. Like that's gonna be hard for me,
Listen,
man.
you
I might have to go with them. I'm like, no.
You can have a good 5 year with a zombie apocalypse.
But Zombieland was cool because they petted him up.
You might have like 1.5 year with the AI, bro.
Yo, what AI?
Your lifespan is like-
your AI. Yeah.
What are you going with, Sereni?
I just
6
glitched.
months.
I just glitched when
You
you talking
see?
about AI.
You dead.
AI got fucked
You
up, bro.
dead,
I got
motherfucker.
fucked up. Like my phone
You
literally
dead.
just like my phone like literally hit me right now with my chat GPT like
That's
shit
crazy.
running in my system, bro. I'm scared of AI, bro. You know this conversation. I'm not scared of it. I'm embracing it. I'm appreciating
You
it, but I
gotta
am
live
scared.
with it.
I have a fear of it that I
We
know
have to accept
it's
that it's
gonna
gonna be
it's
here
gonna
for a long
really
time.
be detrimental to humanity. I believe.
I think everything has its pros and cons, and we have to look at the cons and figure out how to make it even better for our society.
Yeah, I agree.
I like that.
That was a very
know.
that was a very beautiful
But,
thing. That he just
I would zombies, bro.
interview him. Huh?
Zombies for sure. I want to tap them on the head and
Play with them a little.
I want to make sure that
You want, you want to treat them like you treat your guests.
you know, nah, I treat my guests respectfully.
Just me, I guess. I'm the only one that you.
Yo, we're chatting shit, bro. We're having fun on this one.
Don't
This
be
episode-
politically correct with me, bro. Don't be fucking politically correct with me, okay? You say what it is, man. I ain't fear both of you big boys. I fear you. I don't fear you. Anyway,
that's an old man energy. That's what my dad be happy one day and then the next day he mad.
Bro, you have old man energy, bro. Look at the way you're sitting, man.
Why? Why is he so?
Look at the way you're sitting, bro.
Why is he so
Your
mad?
leg is rested, like you're hurting it.
Like, why is he so
I guarantee
mad,
the
bro?
type of way you stand
know
up.
what I'm saying?
The guy stands up like this. Oh, like this. He does one of these. Oh, man, what the fuck? You know what I mean? This guy talking about old age energy. This guy, look. Oh, look. Yeah, do that up.
Squats for him.
At least we know he
What?
moves. He's agile.
Like what?
Ladies, he's agile.
He's not serious.
All right,
He's
who would
not
you rather
serious.
fight? Zombies?
Yeah,
or-
I said zombies. I think we all said zombies.
You know what? One day I'm gonna fight an AI and I'll smart them. But anyway, next question, man. Let's move on,
Okay.
bro.
Yo,
Ben, who would you fuck up, bro?
You gotta think about that. I'm going zombies.
All right.
Everyone should go
that's a
zombies.
that's a.
Have you ever seen any of the Terminator movies?
But you know what's ironic about this?
Up.
You know what's ironic about
He
this?
fucked him up.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
The Terminator.
Yeah.
Against Alien?
Oh, don't even talk to me about Alien, bro.
Terminator against Alien or Predator?
I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm going.
No. I'm asking who you guys talking. Who fucked up Terminator?
Fucking up the other Terminators.
Yeah, but he was a Terminator.
Schwarzenegger played
Half.
the Terminator.
Come on, man. The half that was a Terminator.
I'll do
was
a
the
half.
one.
I'll be a half Terminator. Yo, next question, bro. I don't want to go into
Yo,
Yo.
honestly, if you were a half if Tarani was a fucking half Terminator, I would.
Yo, we
really
need to
be
make a
scared.
graphic
I would
design
be
of
scared.
Tarani
I'd be
with a
like,
half
yo, this guy's
Terminator.
really nice, but as a Terminator, he might be the wrong guy to mess with, bro. Imagine his right hand.
Oh, you think
His
I'm-
right hand slaps you, and his left hand shakes your
You
hand.
think I'm nice, eh?
Like everything it glitches.
Guy thinks I'm nice. He thinks I'm sweet.
Bro, you're nicer than me, that's for sure.
He thinks
not-
this
I'm
is
not
like
nice,
a sweet pie over
Sorry,
here or something.
sorry. Did you have something to say, Matt?
We'll be right back.
Shit.
Bro, why do you put the mic this close to your
Yo,
nose? Like, do you smell your
you-
own breath on it?
Yo, in fairness, you were doing that too.
Can
Huh?
you?
And because you told me to speak like this, I'm like, these guys are.
I
Yo,
don't
speaking
know
of,
how- I
I'm
don't know how
speaking
he's
to
telling me
newer.
The mic is here. The mic
I'm
is
speaking
right
to
here,
newer.
bro.
Speak to newer. I'm speaking to newer.
Yeah,
Cover my
yours right
face.
here, bro. You're going like this.
Okay,
That's like a,
Hi.
he's a rapper.
Hi, welcome to Toon Squad.
He wants to hold the mic on.
Welcome
his
to Toon Squad with your special
What's
guest,
up, what's
Ash
up?
Mavandati, aka Ash.
What's up, y'all? I'm in
What's the next
I'm
question?
In the studio. My name is Ashkan. I'm in the studio.
Oshkan.
Ashkan. I'm in the studio. Yo, what's the next question, bro? Give me the next question.
Ah, yo, on that
Yo, who
bullshit, we
brought the
back in this
neighborhood
bitch.
bouncer, bro. This guy goes to like schools and stands at the door and is like, "Hey, you go here. Hey, you go here. You think you go here?"
Is that what your bully did to you in high school?
Oh man, yeah, that bully got rinsed.
You got good.
All right, yo, what's the best NBA player to never win a chip?
I have. Yo, someone knew that. Someone wrote that question because we've had these conversations. Like, what the fuck, bro? I have many.
You have to pick one.
No, man,
Nah,
you guys
you
can't
gotta
pick
pick
one, bro.
Yeah, pick one.
I'm
Recent
gonna
or
go with my
Pat?
boy,
Pat?
Allen Iverson.
Oh, what a great fucking player to never win a chip.
Shout out to Kisa one time. She said you paved the way.
Shout out Kizo one time.
What about you? Who do you-
Classic.
We have a guest. We had a guest on. Shout out to Kisa one time, and
Kisa.
she was saying that she saw AI at the last All Star, and like she was so starstruck, she didn't know what to say. All she said is like, "You paved the way," and then she just walked away.
That's sick. Good
But
for
I was
you
like,
for
"Yo, that's
getting that
sick."
out.
Yeah, you actually told him. You gave him flowers.
Yeah, man.
You know.
They love that, man.
This is
Especially
you.
someone like Allen Iverson. Yo,
Yeah.
Allen Iverson's
How about
one of
you?
my favorite players.
What
No,
you got?
who'd you? You said AI? Or
I said AI.
I think all around and like longevity and everything, I'm gonna put CP in there.
Chris
And
Paul.
that's out of shit. Like CP fans are gonna hate me because I'm saying he's not winning a ring.
Fuck, I
But
have so many, bro.
If he ends his career by
Yeah.
not winning a ring, I think he has
Yeah.
to be in that conversation because skill-wise, everything, like as an overall basketball player, he got it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now AI
Point guard.
AI was a little more saucier with it, sure, but CP was giving you all stats across the line.
See,
He was
think-
efficient too,
And efficiency and longevity.
and defense.
You know?
but he.
And I'm not taking anything from AI
He just.
because AI is sick. I
Listen,
don't wanna
he-
talk about
he-
choke,
he-
'cause they all choke. They never won a ring.
No,
It's
no,
all
it's
perfect.
not that he's even choked. Like it's just like.
What about Chuck?
Who?
Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Another
John
I was
Stockton?
never a fan of Charles.
Really?
John Stockton was. Huge.
You're not a fan of Chuck?
Karl
I was
Malone?
never a real fan of Chuck. I guess it was the beef he had with like certain players that I was fans of. But Stockton, Karl
about
Malone,
Penny?
but those are past players.
What
I'm
about
talking
Penny?
Penny Hardaway. Okay, he was great with Shaq.
What about T-Mac?
T-Mac was great with Vince.
T-Mac was sick.
He was great with Vince. Really messed up when he left. I think those two would have created a multiple chips for us. That team, that
What about
Toronto.
Melo?
Oh, I was
That's
just
what I
gonna
was
say
gonna
that.
say. So wow, this guy just brought it after 5 guesses. Carmelo Anthony was one of the best players growing up, and is also he just retired recently.
19 years.
Yeah,
Shout out
19
Melo.
years. Shout out to
19
Carmelo, man.
Stay mellow.
Yeah.
He
for
was
real.
a threat.
Iconic.
On your head
You know, another one, Derrick Rose. Sorry, no,
Darren Williams?
no, man. Rose, man.
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose.
He said that.
I said Derrick Rose, right?
No, like he said it and you said no.
No, but is Derrick Rose the Chicago Bulls guy?
Yeah.
Derrick Rose.
I'm thinking of the LA guy, which is Derek Fisher. Anyway, Derrick Rose was
Damn.
one of my favorite players. That really unfortunate what happened to him. What happened to him? James Harden,
No,
a great player that really
Bum.
sad. I don't think he's ever gonna win. Russell Westbrook,
Bum status.
not really my favorite player, but I love his hustle. I think he was
Paul George.
Paul George.
Damian Lillard.
If he comes to Toronto,
No, he's not coming to Toronto.
if he comes to
Speak about
Why
Toronto.
would you want him? Is
If
that
he
what you
comes
want?
to Toronto,
Hold on, time out. This
we
is,
might get the next Kawhi Leonard
This
vibe.
is what
about
you
him.
want? You want Toronto to trade for him?
I would love him. I
Remember
would
we
love
had
him.
this conversation,
I would love
and
him.
you agreed with me. Now you switched up on me?
What did I say?
When I said to you, yo, let's bring Shy and
Shy is a great.
Shy and
You said Leonard?
Huh?
Lillard.
Lillard, sorry. You said
Yeah,
Lillard?
I said no. I want Shy. Remember we had that conversation.
Yes,
with Chris?
yes. I remember that.
I said let's bring Shy. Let's bring we'll bring Shy and build with him and what's homeboy's name? Scotty. You know, and just have a bunch of people around him. But you want Lillard here?
Ah, man. Between the two, I would go with Lillard right now. I think Lillard would
can't
give us.
win us.
I think he would give us a good
We don't have a
solid,
team.
good solid 3 years to build around him. Cause yo, listen, our
How old is Lillard?
team management actually is not bad, bro.
No, they're really good.
Like
no, look at what Masai did in
yeah,
Denver. Look
exactly,
At where they're at. That's all Masai, bro.
Bro.
People forget about that.
exactly, bro.
Masai built that.
Lillard's
team
32.
Lillard's
Nah, he's
32.
not
We
giving-
have another
for 3 years.
5 years, bro. If we really keep him for that long, but we can't afford him for that long.
I would rather take Shy, bro.
I think Shy is good for development on longevity. Like
him and Scotty would be disgusting together.
yeah, but is Shy? Is he gonna be healthy enough? He plays a real hard game, bro. He plays a solid game. He's
Steve Nash.
Oh, you're
Oh, we're
talking
going
still
back
back.
to- Now you,
This
now
guy's
you
on-
what?
Are you an AI?
I like that.
Are you on
Steve
cue?
Nash. That's a low key one.
That
Steve
is
Nash was a
low-key
low key one. Who else was? Like, bro? Fuck, man. There's a lot. Patrick Ewing. If you guys want to go back.
Yo,
to
let's
those
go with the
days.
final question. Final question.
All right, thanks, man.
We got another question?
Final one.
Okay, what's the last one?
Because I want to hear you talk about the Raptors.
Better overall, Giannis or Kevin Garnett?
Oh,
Giannis.
wow.
Giannis.
Shit, that's not a question. I don't think that should be.
Kevin Garnett was great and agile, but if he faced
it's
Giannis,
it's not like Kevin Garnett was a shooter and he had a better shot than Giannis. Maybe a little mid-range better than Giannis, but
he was dominant. He was explosive.
No, Kevin Garnett could shoot better than Giannis.
but, yeah,
maybe a little bit. I said okay.
his mid-range is way better. Yeah,
But like overall,
dominance, bro.
like
Giannis.
yo, Kevin Garnett is not
The
giving
big
you.
ticket.
He's not giving you 50 piece.
I'm going to go Giannis.
He's
Everyone
not
should
giving
go
you 50
Giannis.
piece. You know what I'm saying?
Who wouldn't go Giannis? All
And-
the way Giannis.
And KG was a tough boy. Like KG was a bad boy. Like
yeah.
He was a
exciting.
beast.
yeah,
He was a
exciting.
beast.
Yo, he has
He-
chips, bro.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, no,
One,
sorry, yeah,
They
he's one
shoulda-
chip.
They
He
should have
shoulda-
never won that
they,
one.
They went to
shoulda never
finals
won that one.
multiple times though.
They
but
should have not won that one. That's fuck that shit.
the Lakers,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah, Doc Rivers got lucky, but it is what it is. We'll give him that. You
What
know,
a
the
great
big
era of
three,
ball.
the big
That was
four.
a great Paul Pierce,
Yeah.
Garnett,
Kobe.
Ray Allen
They-
against
they-
Kobe,
individually- no,
Shaq.
honestly, you can't even hate on that Boston team. Like,
Bro,
as
that
a
was one
team-
of the best finals.
As a team, they were really.
That
good.
was a good finals.
That was a really good finals.
Look at the
'cause
teams.
They
bro.
went
Like,
back
the
and
that
people
was
that were
actually
in that team,
hard.
That was a
Yeah. It was
solid.
like a
if
battle
you
of
guys
the
remember
Titans.
that? You guys
Yeah.
were really young back then.
That went to
That
6,
was
no?
yeah. What? I think that went to seven.
Seven.
No, the second series went to 7. The first series too?
Yeah, I think both series went to 7.
You're
to be honest
right.
with you.
Yeah, you're
I think
right.
both of them. They were the most exciting back-to-back seasons. I was like, yo,
Yeah, they went at
this
each other
team is
hard.
sick, though. That's the when you saw a legend become a
Okay.
legend, bro.
Which
With
one was?
Kobe.
Never mind.
Yo, talk about the Raptors. I
Never
know you have a lot to say on
Yeah, all
what
the
they want to do.
haters. I'm not gonna bring up
Raptors
all
to me,
this.
Raptors to me, Raptors to me. Oh, the agony of the Raptors to me. I'm a poet too, eh? The Raptors really this year was
Embarrassing.
what they like. I watched one of your podcasts with your homeboy that you guys talk about ball, and your boy said like, how
Yo,
can
shout
you?
out my boy Caputo, bro.
Caputo.
Shout out Cap.
Yeah.
Shout out Cap one time.
That's respect. I like how you guys have that very articulate in the way you guys explain things. Like you guys actually, know your shit. Know your shit. And
Saying
when
we
he
don't
said-
know our shit here.
What the fuck happened now? Like
Nah,
again,
why-
like what's
why-
happening?
Matt,
Like,
don't
let's-
start
Sorry,
that.
continue.
Why
man.
You asked me a
lighting
sit-
it
I'm
you
just
asked
talking
me
shit.
a
I'm chatting
question.
shit. I'm chatting shit.
You asked me a
Guys
question,
lighting a
and then you-
fucking bro.
like,
the long weekend passed, bro. We don't need more
bro, man.
firecrackers right
Did you
now,
guys carry
bro.
tissues around here?
This
in the
guy
studio?
just lit a firework for no
Listen.
reason.
I think Toronto really, really did a good job by getting rid of Mr.
Nick Nurse?
Nick Nurse. Because Nick Nurse
So you want Steve
was
Nash?
coaching the Raptors like they were the 2019 Raptors. When
Yeah.
They were not
That's a
the
good point.
2019 Raptors.
No,
He
they just
needed
need to get him the
he,
pieces.
he needed to understand. A lot of people brought their egos to the
They need
board
to get
to
him
the game.
pieces,
Like,
bro.
yo,
They give him
honestly,
the pieces.
it looked like a high school team that's trying to make it to.
Yeah,
their
we couldn't
top.
close games.
Like, it's weird, man, how they were looking. It was very unpleasant for me to watch. I watched one game. They came back from like 20 points in the last quarter and lost in overtime, but they got back 20 points,
Boston?
which was
that against Boston or something?
oh fuck, I don't remember. Maybe Atlanta. I think it was against Atlanta.
Okay.
I'm just making that up. I don't know. I'm not an AI to remember exactly.
I said maybe Atlanta.
But I think what they need to do is what we just said. They need to strip
Trade.
it down
Get rid of Beyblade and Freddy. Get rid of my twin and Beyblade.
let's go another 3 years on like playoff contendership instead of championship contender. Which we always should aim for championship, but like let's just try to get what we have and move on because
Who
Freddie
said it?
needs to go, Siakam needs to go, fucking Trent Jr. I don't even.
You wanna
care for
keep
him. Needs to
OG?
go. OG, I would love to keep. He's a
Nah,
threat.
OG
He's
bad.
a defensive threat if he stays healthy.
They would
Scotty's
want- they would
Scotty's
want
the
OG
next.
over.
I think Scotty's compared to Kevin Durant in the sense of like what he
Whoa.
can do agility wise. Like he,
Say what now?
I think he had a kind of disappointing season.
He's
This-
still
because look at-
19 years old, 20 years
exactly,
old.
and look at who he was playing with, bro.
Don't do that to him.
Look what he's doing. Look
Don't
what
do
he had to
that to
do,
him.
bro.
No, but
I
he's
want-
comparing him to KD. He didn't like.
Well, look, KD has
KD in
always
his
played
20
with.
year, what was he doing?
KD has always played with a good supporting
Okay.
cast.
KD,
Okay.
KD in his,
Say he hasn't.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
KD
No,
in
no,
his
no.
second team in
No,
Sonic.
don't
What was he
apologize.
doing? KD on his second year when they were
Just
in
scoring,
Sonic.
but like he's still
Okay.
scoring 20 plus
but-
points a game.
Okay, but,
But doesn't he have a strong supporting cast?
he didn't have no defense. He didn't do
KD
no
has
defense.
always had a name me
Scotty had defense.
every Kevin Durant team. Who's he been with? A solid 1 and a solid 3. Right?
Was it you?
He was with
or-
James Harden, Russell Westbrook. Sorry, I'm interrupting. I just
No,
wanna- Russell Westbrook and himself in
Ibaka.
in Ibaka in
Look at
OKC.
young Ibaka.
After that, where did he go?
To the shittiest team in the
Golden
fucking
State.
history of
Great
fucking.
Then where did he go? He went to Brooklyn after. What was Brooklyn with? Which was the
Kyrie and
biggest
Harden?
bunk. That was the biggest.
That
Like,
was
how much
disgusting.
money did you guys just spend to not even go to fucking round 2, bro?
What?
Like,
They didn't even make it to the playoffs.
I know that one year they made it to the playoffs and they couldn't go. They just they
But the
fucking
team didn't
traded their
say-
whole team and they made it to the playoffs and the guys that they traded didn't even get there. Anyway, fucking whack ass. Some of them.
So who do we need on the Raptors
I
then?
think I agree with
Was
Michael
it you? Was
Shai.
it you that said it, or Cap
Build
that
around
said
Shai.
it? Get Freddie out, get OG, and give him the number 14 pick.
That's a deep
I think it was
pick.
Cap.
I think Cap said.
But look at the trend
Yeah.
right now with undrafted players doing what they need to do. Look at Miami right now.
Yeah.
Vincent. Boy?
Miami, like 3 of their players, starting
Bro.
5 are fucking undrafted, bro.
Yeah, coming
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
I think a lot of players.
That's Pat
Freddie,
Riley,
Freddie
though.
stepped up as
That's
an
Pat
undrafted.
Riley.
I think a lot of players are now doing sign-in
Yeah.
trades.
Shout out to Apu, because me and Apu were talking about that. That's Pat Riley.
I think a lot of players are doing sign-in trades instead of like big free agency deals, right? I'm
Mhm.
seeing a lot of sign-in trades, so that might benefit us because we have a hard time convincing free agents to come to Toronto.
I don't think we should anymore have any hard times, bro. We won a championship, and
But we
our
haven't
team-
had a
our-
big star
our-
since.
But But
I'm
that was
going
only
for
3
Shai, bro.
4
I'm
years ago,
telling
bro.
you,
SG is a
I'm
good
going
pick.
for Shai. Right
Yeah,
away.
I see. Looking
'Cause you
at
can't get
it,
Murray right
he's
now.
young. How old is he? 20?
23, 24.
And
He's
from,
that
and
guy.
He's from Toronto, right? Mississauga.
He's from the area here.
I think
know.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
Oh, he's from
no,
Hamilton?
that's
No, Mississauga was Brooks.
That's what's his name.
Brooks from Memphis.
On the Denver. Oh my God. just
No,
said his
Jamal
name
Murray's from
first.
Kitchener.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, bro.
Yeah, SG is from
bro.
Hamilton.
Oh, bro. What a beast that guy is, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that boy's different.
What a beast. Like,
boy's
everyone
different.
keeps talking Joker, man. Let me tell you something, bro. The Joker without Murray
Okay,
is
no,
like
no. They
Stockton
wouldn't win.
without Marlon.
They
would
need
not-
each other.
It's
They would
without
not
Michael
win.
and
They
Scotty.
need each other.
Yo, those two
Yeah.
come as a package,
Yeah,
and if
yeah,
anyone gives the
100%.
flowers to Jokic, which he
100%.
deserves
He
every
deserves
fucking,
it.
bro, Murray is a.
I
Murray
think-
came back from a fucking career-ending injury.
I
Boys.
think he got robbed, low key.
Yo, it kind of reminds me of Kyrie and LeBron. Sorry, go ahead.
Kyrie and LeBron.
I think they're better.
Ooh.
I think
No.
they're better.
Because LeBron,
I think they're better. I think the dynamic is so incredible what they do.
yo, I will say that when Jamal Murray is like super hot, he plays like not. I don't think he's better than
He's
Kyrie,
not-
but he's
He's
like
not better than.
no. But when he's
Oh,
hot like that,
no,
when
sorry.
he's hot like that, making buckets like
Don't
that,
say-
bro.
I don't think he's better than Kyrie.
He's not
I think-
better.
I think their
And
dynamic is better.
LeBron, when even Steph Curry said this, right? This guy's favorite fucking player right now, right? He knows,
I think that guy's an AI.
right? Okay, probably. We've never seen two stars go 40 back to back the way they took over the game.
No, but I agree with you.
Never.
I agree with you.
You're
They're
not
better.
coming to
That
tell
was
me
that
these
was
guys are
I
doing
was in
that.
their prime, bro.
No. And you're talking about a Denver team who your bench players, fucking Brown and KCP, giving you 20 points. They're giving you 16 to 20 points each. Each.
Yeah, but
Stop that, bro. Stop that. Don't ever compare him to LeBron and Kyrie. LeBron and Kyrie
Bro.
went against the best team on record in the NBA history. The Golden State Warriors, on record, they're the best team in the NBA history. Went 2 games back to back.
No, but when
40
Jamal Murray's hot
Bro,
like
those
that,
are-
though,
those are great
You guys are
games.
just-
I'm not saying he's better.
Yeah.
Even I'm just saying he can hang.
Bro,
I'm
you're
not
getting
saying-
you're getting too in your
Hey,
feelings about
I'm
that,
saying
bro.
He's not they're not a better duo than them.
But I agree with you.
But that's someone's
hang.
opinion.
they can hang. That's what I'm saying. They can hang.
I gave you 37. That's what Jamal.
Look,
Yeah,
look,
and
look,
even-
hold on,
yo,
hold on,
even
hold
that-
on, hold on. Let's just see. Hold on. Sorry to
He can
interrupt
hang.
you two. I know this
This
is
year
your show.
he can
I'm
hang.
sorry. I don't want to.
But I also
And
told
even the
you-
bubble year.
But I also told you,
Yo.
AD is a shitty ass superstar.
Wow.
If AD,
I was just gonna say that.
if AD has
say
stepped
that?
up,
I was gonna say.
If AD
look at
has stepped
LeBron
up-
and AD.
come on, bro. If AD has stepped up, that team should not beat them. If
Of
AD
course,
was actually
if
playing
AD
good,
stood up,
come on, bro.
If
they
you played that
would've-
D Wade
man.
Kyrie
Don't
role,
even get me
bro.
going, bro. Don't
Come
even
on,
get me
bro.
going.
They
Don't
should
even
not
get-
beat them.
You know what
Look at
happened
this
to
guy.
them, man?
He's in his 20th year, dropping 40, 10, and 9 in his elimination game. And this bum AD gives me 14 and 21. And his 21 points, he had 12 till the fourth.
I think they
quarter.
knew they're gonna lose, and they just wanted to make sure
He had
that
12
LeBron
till
could
the
keep his
fourth
head up.
fucking quarter.
They allowed LeBron
Bum.
to touch the whole fucking. Every play was LeBron's in the
Bum
first half.
status.
But no. But yo, bro, I think that was a strategic play. They knew they were gonna lose, bro.
Yo,
They
next
knew
year-
they were gonna lose, bro. Might as well lose.
so they could get Kyrie or Dame.
Next year.
I think they're gonna. I think they're
Kyrie.
gonna make a big move. But
I
bro,
would-
Lakers
I would-
are bound
honestly,
to get another
I
championship.
would chip fucking AD out of there.
I think that's a hard move, man.
I would ship
think
that
they need
bum out of
another
there.
guy. I
He's
think
a
they need
bum.
another guy. I think they keep AD and they get another guy. But
He's
AD
a
can't
bum.
be even.
I would
AD's never
go-
fucking healthy anyway.
I'd push AD to Dallas and get Christian Wood and fucking Kyrie from them. And that's my big.
Wow.
That's my big.
What
and
about
I
that
feel-
team?
And I have shooters around.
How do you guys feel about
Think
that?
about
team?
that. Dallas?
Yeah.
Mark Cuban is smoking too much and
You think that was a bad move?
that was a stupid move.
I think they had a better team before
They
Kyrie.
did not.
They would have made the playoffs. I
agree.
think
Think about
I
why
agree.
would
they
you
just
bring
they lost
another-
pieces. You
why
know.
would you not
I think
bring
Kyrie's
another
been a
ball
curse
handler?
ever since Cleveland.
No,
That's
no,
not true.
no. I think that's all media bullshit.
Yeah, I think that's. I think the media plays
I'm
with that.
I'm pretty
I don't think
like confident that in my mind he
If you told me
plays
CP,
strong. He's
I would
too
say
good.
yeah.
He's too good of a player to not notice that. Like notice
he
that.
hasn't had the.
Like he
full
doesn't make
team,
his whole team great.
But he hasn't. Okay, he's not that type of player.
You have to be that type. of
No,
player.
because
To
Kobe.
win-
Kobe didn't make everybody great.
What?
But he plays very similar to.
What?
Hold on, he plays very similar to Curry,
Come on, bro.
where he's more
Did
of
you
a
just say
scorer
that?
than a
Kobe
playmaker.
didn't make his team greater. He didn't put the pressure on his team to perform. Kobe was a hog. Kobe was a hog. But being on the same team as Kobe made you want to be a better player.
you can't say the same. You can't say that there isn't anybody in the NBA that doesn't.
That's
feel
why
the
people stepped up into
You
Kobe's team.
cannot say that they don't feel the same way about Kyrie when they play.
Who's stepped up for him, bro? He's really great, man. He's a great player. He's the greatest point guard I've ever seen. To be honest,
He's definitely up there.
one of the greatest.
Yeah,
I would say
100%.
one of the
For
greatest
sure.
point guards I've ever seen.
For sure.
Handles are, I think, greatest
Yeah.
handles I've ever seen.
He's
to be
definitely
honest.
has the greatest handles.
Is he better than Iverson?
100% better than I've ever seen.
Handle wise?
No, just overall player.
100% Iverson
Oh.
in his prime.
I think he's
Kyrie
better.
Irving's better because
Because he
Kyrie
has-
Irving
he has a full
obviously
package.
grew up watching.
And I love AI,
Iverson
but like
is
Kyrie,
just
Kyrie's that
adapting to it.
motherfucker.
Man,
He's an
we
AI.
put way
That guy's
too
an
much
AI.
disrespect on Kyrie's name.
No,
Not
man,
we,
no.
like not us, but
Like as a
the
culture.
I'm
Like the
saying
culture, the
as a
media.
culture
The
because
media
he's
put too
For
much
sure.
respect.
smart. He's very
And even the
educated.
fans.
He's very
bro.
educated.
Yeah, because he doesn't fit in the line of like this is what they're supposed to do.
He's
I
not a
know,
robot.
He's not. Yeah, exactly.
Because
And
he's
I
off
love
the
him for that.
spectrum.
I love him for that.
We put this disrespect and say, oh, he's not there. He doesn't make people better. But he actually
But as a
does.
basketball player, as a person, as a human being, he's a great person. As a
And he
basketball
makes
player,
people better as
if
human
he wants to
beings.
win another chip, bro,
He-
he needs to make the team around. How can Luka become even worse with him on the team?
I don't
That's
think it's
not-
about
that's not
Luka.
Kyrie's fault. That's
Luka's fault. But
That's
how?
Luka.
It's not
Because-
It's not Kyrie's fault. I'm not
because
saying that, but
Luka's
I'm just
young.
saying it's a curse.
Luka-
The guy's too great. Some people can
Ego,
gravitate to that.
Ego. Luka just saw this and said, "Yo, I'm the star. Who's this guy? Why is this guy coming
That's
to be
the
the star?"
problem. That was a
Because
horrible move
You
for
have
them.
to think who used to hit those. Who used to do the? You know, he had the bag and then he stepped back, or he'd sauce you and then he'd go to the rim. That was Luka.
Yeah.
On that team. Then you have somebody come with a way better bag than you, right? I'm talking like when it comes to handles, we just said it. Kyrie's bag is untouchable.
Untouchable.
Right? Can do
Very
the
hard
threes,
to defend that guy.
can do the threes, can go to the rim, can do everything you do, but the defensive side, right, can grab rebounds. He has less turnovers than you because Luka has shit ton of turnovers. If you play fantasy like Matt, you would know that, right?
I think it was a big depth thing.
But I also
They
feel
thought
like
they were gonna win.
They
the
lost
chip,
depth,
man.
they
They
did
thought-
lose death, bro.
They don't.
They
They
didn't have that.
they were.
They
It was
lost their
based on
bench,
two
bro.
players who were heavily used, very similar to the Lakers,
I
and like
also feel
everyone
like
else didn't step up.
Luka just didn't have that in him to understand there's another star.
Do you think
here.
Luka will be one of those players that will never win a championship?
No, Luka's gonna win a championship.
Jokic,
I think he's gonna win.
Yeah.
Jokic. In what, 4 years?
He's gonna struggle
4
though.
years, 5 years?
Luka?
No, Jokic.
Yeah, he's
Jokic
gonna-
right
he's gonna
now
have
is
some
gonna
tough
win it. I
years.
think Jokic is winning
Yeah,
championship.
unless
I
they-
think Denver's winning this chip. I could be wrong because Miami's been fucking. Look at Miami, Florida, and in NHL. Now I know we're talking
Honestly,
about basketball, but look at Miami and the ball.
every-
They're 8 seeds coming up to the championship. Bro. I
Everybody-
think Miami's gonna win
Everybody
Boston.
can see that like Denver is just so
Denver's
strong,
winning, bro.
bro.
They're
They have such a big team.
they're so
like-
strong, bro.
Like 3 out of their
What move did they make this year? Sorry,
moves this year.
they didn't make
Who'd they
many.
get?
Eh?
Who?
Denver. What did Denver do to?
They got
enhance?
Bruce Brown,
Yeah, they
Which
got
is
Brown.
okay.
Aaron Gordon
No,
2
he's
years
playing
ago,
good. He's playing
No,
good.
no, I'm talking
and KCP.
and KCP.
They-
Those
it
are the
wasn't
big
this
moves.
year, KCP, was
I'm
it?
talking this
Or
year.
last year.
I think they just got KCP from Washington. He's
Okay,
new.
so
That was
so
a good move.
That's a big.
And
pickup.
Miami, what did Miami do?
They just got a bunch of unsigned guys like Gabe Vincent,
Guys that are balling right now.
Wow,
bro.
see, I like Miami's story.
Caleb
I
Martin,
I would love Miami to win,
Caleb Martin too. He
Yeah.
was. He was
J.
a free
Cole
agent.
put in a word for
Yeah.
him. That's crazy.
bro. That's huge.
Did you hear about that?
You're not even a Cole fan.
Yeah.
Why are we talking?
Bro,
I
stop
love
playing with
Cole.
me.
Yo, this guy saw Cole out here.
So yo, we're talking about. You just talked about NHL. I kind of want to touch on that real quick
Oh my god.
because we're talking a lot.
That's the whole point of this podcast.
Do
man.
you,
Why you look at me like that?
Do you,
Yeah,
Why
I
you
like
staring
I
at me
like you,
that?
bro.
Yo,
I like you.
wait, zoom in on the after this clip. Zoom in and watch how he's looking at me. Like, is he gonna kill me?
so
Is he gonna eat me?
can you let me ask you?
Is
a
he gonna
question?
hug me? You gonna hug? You gonna hug, brother?
I thought you're not a hugger, bro.
Yo, I'm a lover, man. I'm
Okay.
a lover. I love you guys.
So now, question.
Gang.
Question. We love you too. Question. Do you still have hope for your team, man?
Ah, fuck, bro.
That's a tough
Why are you
one, eh?
scratching your balls?
Don't zoom in on that one. Don't zoom in on that one. That sucks to say, man. Honestly, I was in this room when they just made it to the second round, and I screamed like a little baby when I said to myself, I'm never gonna celebrate them again. And for them to do it, and for them to literally spit in my face and spit in every one of your faces as well, they did it again. Like, how do you have such a deep team and not fucking win a Stanley Cup? But we all know the conspiracy behind this, Michael. It's a corporate team. They don't need to win. The fucking stands are always going to be packed. It's the most successful team in the NHL, and we're never going to ever boycott
Like the Knicks?
them. I mean, like the Knicks.
Honestly,
If you wanna
I
call
think
them Knicks,
the
that-
chip is coming to Toronto.
I hope so. I hope so.
I have this feeling. I could be wrong, but I have this strong feeling that it's gonna come.
Bro,
very
they've
soon
done it to me
Toronto.
consecutive years in a row, which is, and not me, everyone, all
I mean,
Torontonians.
yeah.
Anyone that bled blue and now goes back to red.
Chill.
You know?
We're not there.
Oh, what?
No, I'm just
Oh, this gang affiliation.
Just fucking with you. I'm
Yo,
not bleeding
bleed blue and red. Unity.
That's crazy.
Unity.
Yeah, she's not
Anyway,
worth it.
man, Toronto Maple Leafs, wish him the
I
best.
feel like they would, man. And I was telling you. I remember I was telling you. I felt like this year could have been our year.
Bro, this guy had like philosophies that I
Bro,
started believing in.
we
That's
beat
how you know
Tampa.
philosophies are great. When you believe in what you're
We
saying,
beat
you can make people believe.
Tampa was the one to beat
Yeah,
us
bro.
back-to-back years.
Yeah,
And they
bro.
went like Tampa was
Yeah.
the team. Yeah, we know Boston is the best team in the NHL.
It's funny how
Which
Boston still
Florida-
fucked us though.
Which Florida? Yeah, but
Boston still fucked us.
They lost.
They lost to the team that fucked us. Like what the fuck?
Well, you think if Boston won, we would.
We probably would have better if we made it to second round. It would have been like
That momentum would have
It would have been like
yo,
a
we're the
fucking
underdogs.
whoa! I think that
We're
matchup
the
would have been the
underdogs.
most intense.
Because Florida was definitely the underdog.
Yeah, we didn't even. I think they didn't give a fuck about Florida. They thought
Yeah.
Florida they're gonna walk through Florida, bro. Honestly, we dominated those games and we still lost.
Do you think
We
it's because
dominated
of-
most of those games.
You think
bro.
because they made that law in Florida where Canadians can't go watch the
that
game,
was a
that's
huge
why?
move?
That's crazy.
That's
man.
strategy
I
right
think
there.
that
I
was a
love that. That's
strategy,
business
too.
strategy.
Yeah,
man. Sorry,
I think so too.
Matt. What do you think about this?
I don't really like fuck with hockey that much. I'll be real.
I don't really fuck with hockey that much either.
Bro, are you okay?
I'm being real. Honestly,
I'm you're like
I'm
you're
keeping a
like
buck.
super cool about this, man. Like,
Yeah,
super
man. Like,
cool.
what am I supposed to be angry about it?
The way you just said, I don't really fuck with hockey. Is like, okay. All right. That's
I love
cool,
this
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you
fucking
Love
hilarious.
him. Yo, listen, man. I want you guys to zoom
I
in
like
this
you,
guy's
bro.
eyes. This guy covers his eyes, and this guy looks at you. Like looks at you right through your soul. When you can, I'll be looking at Michael, and I
How do
can
you
feel.
know?
I can feel him like.
How do you know I'm not looking through your soul?
I'd be
through
like,
his eyes?
I'd be like, yo, this guy's right behind me, bro.
How do you know it's not connected? That's what happened.
What, me and you?
No, me and him. And that's.
Oh, you guys are cueing each other?
What?
What kind of movement's that, bro? Like, are you
Jesus,
looking like he
God.
sees it? What are you on?
I don't know.
Are you
know what?
looking
I
at
wanna
each
change-
other?
I want to change the topic. In a little bit, we'll be right back.
We laugh.
Welcome back. We are not live. Shut up. I don't want to hear that from you. We are not live. This is not a live stream. This will come out in a month.
This is
maybe
an
3
illusion.
weeks. Okay? June
June
19th. to be
19th.
Exact.
Wow.
Benny
Man, them
Blanco.
has that.
But
I like
Ash,
you, bro.
honestly,
I
you
like
know,
you.
thank you so much for coming.
Love you guys, man. I appreciate
It's
it.
been a fun episode. It's been, this is. I know you guys are gonna watch this and be like, "Yo, are these guys serious? Like, are they beefing? What's going on?" This is it. This is shits and giggles, laughing, and
Love, man.
actually getting some knowledge from the old head,
100%.
the OG.
Old
You
head.
know,
Old goat.
the but no, with all seriousness, you're the guy that people come to for advice. You're the guy that people come to on your team for motivation. You're also the guy that your wife leans on. Again, shout out to Natalie one time. You're the one that your kids lean on and they want to see you strong. You're the one that your mom kind of leans on. Your little bro kind of looks up to you too. You have so many people that kind of, I don't want to say, in a way, depend on you and just your strength and everything. How do you deal with that? What are certain things do you do for your mental health, for your well-being, to stay good, to stay happy, to stay positive, to not get this, this tough industry that you're in to get to you, you know what I mean? To break you in a way. What do you do to kind of keep that and be strong for them? Because you have a lot of people relying on you, and you have a business too. So you're an entrepreneur, you're a businessman, you're doing so many things. How do you do, or what do you do to cope with everything that's going on?
It's a very deep question, and honestly, man, I would be lying to you if I told you that I don't ever have like moments, you know, and a lot of people don't see the struggle in people. They only recognize the successes, and I think that every day is a struggle. Every single day is a struggle, and I deal with it the best way I know how, and that's being a spiritual man and have a relationship with God. Because when people lean on you, you need to lean on someone, and sometimes it's in whoever believes in whatever they believe in. If there's something bigger than you that you believe in, you should believe in that. And always talk and have a relationship when you feel that you're at the darkest state of your mind, because there's always, I get emotional even talking about this, because
Right.
because I've lost people, you know, I've lost people to unfortunate events like suicide. I've lost people through the streets of growing up where I grew up, and people that are alive through that. I lost my father. I lost my father in front of me in a matter of 6 months, who was my hero. And he was a man that we all leaned on. And just based on your question, what do I do? Man, I go through it just like you. You know, I go through it just like him. We all go through it. And the point I'm trying to say, no one's alone in this scenario. There's no great answer. I could be a motivational speaker and tell you that as long as you pray to God and you believe in yourself, you look in the mirror, everything's going to be okay. Sometimes things are not going to be okay. And that's why you need to have a relationship with someone or something out there that is better and more, I don't even know the words.
higher
man.
power.
Like a higher, it just, I believe in we are all part of God, right? So if you're actually a self-talker, you know, you can talk to yourself and create your destinies and, you know, manifest all the stuff that you want. And I believe in that. I truly believe in that. But I go through some moments in my life, bro. As high as these moments have been, I go through the darkest times because I have suffered. I personally have suffered from, you know, dark times, and got out of it, and still sometimes linger back in it. I have a reason why to live, you know. I have a reason why to keep fighting for what I'm fighting for.
I know this might be silly. I guess. Is it your kids?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Some people, again, I've lost friends who have left their children.
Right.
From mental illness, right, and depression and certain things of giving up. And those are the saddest parts, man. If that's what you're asking for people to, like, you know, because I appreciate that question. I think that question is a very strong, and that's the most serious of this, you know, great meeting that we've had, this great podcast we had. That was the most realist question to ask someone, especially me, who's real. I won't sugarcoat it. I won't sugarcoat it to anybody. Like, some people financially are depressed. Some people, because they lose a cat, go sad. You know, lose a pet, you know, they go sad. I think financial is the most struggling mental illness, right? If you are nowhere that you can be, it brings a lot of burden. And for example, someone like myself who has 2 kids, a wife, a house, businesses, when times get tough, and they do, as successful as anyone can be,
Right.
times get tough, and there's moments that you can give up. And all I can say is I don't. Right, I don't give up. I talk to my higher power, and I ask for strength. And I think everyone needs that. I think everyone needs a good friend who's spiritual too. You always need to have that person you can always call.
Yeah, you can actually talk to, listen to you.
So what I would do in those hard moments is pick up a phone and call someone like Turani, someone like Matt, and just be as transparent as possible. You need to be transparent. This tough interior that I have personally, I'm a very soft person in my heart.
Right.
I love deeply. My biggest downfall in my life has always been the fact that I'm too loved. Like, I love too deep, you know, that I have expectations from it. And when certain things happen in my love for music and love for my business, and happens to break me in that moment, it's also my love for it that keeps me coming back. So the love for my children, the love for my family, is the reason why sometimes when things get really tough, I keep coming back. And I think everyone needs to have that reason why and repeat that to yourself. Because in being in the financial world and being in the music industry, I'm in two very difficult industries.
Right.
And also to have two children that are under the age of 5 at this point, right?
Wow.
That's a lot.
And a house in this day and age to have and a fucking business and 2 businesses and a team that I look after, and how much time do I have for myself?
Right.
And the moments that I have for myself are times where I actually speak to people that I love that make me laugh, because laughter is a beautiful thing, right? And just have again, my point is to have beliefs, man. Follow something that you believe in. If it doesn't have to be God, I know some people don't believe in God and they have that science thing.
It's a higher power.
Just a higher power, and that higher power is you. At the end, it is you.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised by what self-talk can do to you. You know, I've actually, and I don't know if anybody else has ever experienced this. Have you guys played poker before? You think it's a coincidence that you're like picturing pair of aces, and suddenly you just see it, but you have to keep it quiet. You have to keep your poker face because you have a pair of aces, but you actually visualize the pair of aces coming to life. It could be a coincidence, right? Or it can be the fact that your mind is so powerful, so don't waste it. Don't waste it on heavy drugs. Say no to drugs. I used to watch it as a kid and believe, ha ha. And then, you know, you go grow up and you experiment, you realize.
For real.
Drugs is a big factor to mental illness. The drug situation in the world. I have people in my life, and you know people that I have in my life that right now suffer from drug addiction. And drug addiction is the worst disease in the world, man. And that creates even heavier depression. Because let's say you are financially set in the world and you have a family, but then you're addicted to drugs. So you're spending all your money that should be putting food on the plate for your fucking addiction. And then there you go. And those people don't have that good friend to talk to because they kept it to themselves. My point is, don't keep things to yourself, man. Go to a therapist. Go to someone that you can sit down with. Go to who you believe in. Talk to these people. Because if you don't, we're going to lose another good soul. There's always a soul out there that's actually a good person that could actually be guided. That's what I opened the doors in Lionhead. Lionhead, for me, is not just about the music, man. It's about the relationship. It's about to build yourself as a person, to become the most powerful version of yourself. Because as a person who come from the mud, and I'm still muddy, you know, I'm nowhere close to where I plan on being. It's important to believe in each other and motivate each other and always be rough on each other, too, because there is going to be times that get tough. Times are going to get tough. There's going to be moments where you have to look in the mirror and say, what the fuck happened to me, bro? And make it happen. And if you can't do it yourself, there's always people there's people out there that are genuine people that will help you. And whether it's in a community, in a church, in a basketball league, you know, in
just don't get into fights in basketball league.
Just don't get in fights in basketball. Your vibe goes up. But in reality,
especially
that's a
if
good
you're like an
old head, yeah. Like,
especially if you're an older man.
You shouldn't be fighting at any age at this point, right? People are not fighting anymore. But in reality, back to mental health, the mental health, which is a very touchy subject, is once you have faced the darkest part of your life, have you ever faced the dark part of your life?
Of course.
Are you going through it still? Or have you grown from it? Like, have you seen light at the end of the tunnel?
I see the light. It's still like the journey's still there.
Did you do it on your own, or did you find people that you can actually?
No, I found a couple people that I can trust and talk to, and like help me through the journey every day.
Mentorship or just friendship?
Both.
Beautiful.
But mostly, I would say mostly friendship, but both. Yeah.
Because mentorship kind of becomes with friendship. It becomes a friendship, right?
Yeah.
What about you? Have you gone through some dark times?
Yeah, man, I struggle.
You struggle, eh? See, when you say you struggle, what is it that you're struggling with? I could help you in this. And I'm not trying to be a therapist, but I'm just like literally real. I almost got emotional during this, by the way. If you didn't see my eyes, I was almost going to get emotional because it is really a passionate subject to me. Like mental health is a very deep.
Yeah, I have my own traumas, man. I you know, sometimes I'm in my head. I create things in my head. Like, you know, I fight, bro. I have dark times, man.
Who do you lean on? Yourself? You always lean on yourself?
I lean on my friends, man. I lean on my friends. I think something I'm trying to do more lately is just like talk to God more.
Beautiful.
Because I feel like that's like it's cool to like lean on human beings and stuff, but like at certain times it's just like I feel like if I had a better relationship with God, I feel like You know, I feel like
I think that's what we're missing.
I would cope a little bit better with my traumas.
I appreciate you for saying that, and I appreciate you being open, both of you, about being open with that. But I'm really stressing on this because I believe that a lot of people this day and age, and maybe it's media, maybe it's what's happening and what we're allowed it to happen as a people, as a community, is this lack relationship with God. Like, you know, and I'm not here to preach, but I'm here to just let it, you know, I've been nowhere innocent in my life.
We're all sinners.
Okay? I've gone mud and muddier in my life.
Take mud baths.
But there's always been a moment where you have to make a decision. You have to be very cautious of what your decisions are made, and that decision that you make can change and alter your life for the rest of your, obviously, existence.
Right.
And one of the things I always
And
want,
your generations.
and your generations that come behind. Like, imagine I was one of those people, God rest their soul, that killed myself because of a bad criticism on Instagram. Like, someone criticized me on Instagram.
There's a lot of people who
That do this, that go
it's
through
common.
that. Because now, people, like my kids, imagine, I'm thinking about my kids. I'm thinking about your nieces, your nephews. Like, I'm thinking about all this younger generation in the world that we live in right now. Mental health is at the highest it's ever been. It's because of COVID, because of all these other things, because of the way that it's being. Anyway, I'm more worried about the younger generation than the older generation. If you live past 25 and you're going through tough things and you can't comprehend to yourself that I have someone to call, that's your problem. That's literally your problem. I'm sorry. I'm not going to try to be a person that says I don't feel bad for you. But, brother, if you're 25 and you're grown up now and you're going through something very deep and you don't reach out to one person, you wanted to go. No one's going to stop you.
There's at least that one.
There's that one person. That one person, right? Okay. But if you're a child, if you're 8 years old, 7 years old, because I remember as back as when I was 4 years old, I went through trauma. I came from a country of war. I remember when I was 4 years old and the TV at the time, the television set went scrambly. My mother picked me up, ran me downstairs to the basement because you had to run to the basement while Iraq and Iran was warring. And I remember laughing and closing my eyes, and I woke up in Belgium. Then I remember jumping on my dad's best friend's coffee table, shattering it. This is age 4. Shattering it, going into a poorhouse to take a dump, and my dad talking to me and telling me it's okay, to closing my eyes and waking up in Toronto in my uncle, my dad's twin brother's house. These are deep memories because I was traumatized. I was alone, bro. I didn't know what the hell's happening, right? But when no one was talking to me, my dad didn't talk to me like that. My dad already assumed everything was okay, you know? But I went through being a only child to asking for a younger brother in the ghettos of the Ontario housing during that era in the early 90s was not as pretty as you think it was, right? It was dark. I saw my first dead body at 9 years old. Then I saw my younger cousin's body at 12 years old. So I saw death around me constantly. I knew what death was, and it's fucking ironic because I'm in the insurance business. So I know the most inevitable is death. So if you're going to go through mental health issues, which is something that is valid and real, and if you ever contemplated taking your life because of it, you need to seek help right away because your soul counts, man. But if you're going through depression where you're like, oh, I feel so bad, I got to eat a little bit, that's curable very quickly, right? Takes another spark of dopamine to get you going.
Yeah.
But if you're really suffering, and these are the people that really suffer, and I go through it, man. I go through it, Matt. I go through it, Mike. I go through days where I'm fucking, bro, I had to leave my house sometimes. Go for hours.
That's real.
Come to the studio.
Right.
And just think. And not because I want to leave my family in any way. It's because sometimes my thoughts are creating an image in front of my family. So you need to be careful how you present yourself in that scenario. And if I didn't care and I was depressed, my family would become depressed. Right. Poison spreads, right?
They would actually see it.
They would see me being depressed, and they'll feel the depression, and my kids might come out depressed. Yeah. My kids are so blessed, bro. Man, God bless, you know. Yeah, if God it wasn't for my children, you know, I would be a lot different than I am now, and that is that is the biggest blessing, and I hope everybody
Jeez.
understands that. Like,
Jeez.
success, the real success in life is love and family,
Yo,
and
thank
whoever
you.
you put in your family.
Yes.
Friends can become family too.
Yes.
Facts. Thank you for opening up, man. That was
Yeah,
beautiful.
That was deep.
That was amazing, bro.
I love that. Jeez.
Love you too, brother.
Jeez.
That was deep.
We needed that.
I love that, man.
We actually.
There's
needed
always
that.
a soul to keep, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes,
It's
sir.
always-
I was moved by that.
Yes, sir.
For real. You made a big
Appreciate it.
impact on me today.
Yes, sir.
God bless you, man.
That was.
Thank you
huge.
for coming on this show, man.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for having
so
me.
much.
Finally, it
did this.
happened to me right in front of my face, and I just can't hide it. They don't know this song.
Shout out Shot by Ben one time.
This is where I'm gonna take my glasses off and say, he's on one. This old.
Always.
Facts.
Always.
This old man's on one.
Real.
Facts.
But we love it.
Real
We
recognize
outside.
real.
We outside. We in the building. Again, thank you so much for coming on.
This is
We
a
appreciate
very
you.
amazing episode,
Uh,
brothers.
Shout out to everybody watching us.
Toon Squad.
Guys, again,
Lionhead.
please subscribe on YouTube.
Bree.
Follow us on Instagram. Shout out to everybody that's watching us. Shout out to Benny Blanco in the back.
Benny
'cause
Blanco.
he's Timothy himself.
Jeez.
Himmy
Shout out to
Turner.
Ranny.
Salute.
Of course, I cannot forget. Shout out to my partner, my dog, my partner in crime, my twinskies, Matthew. Love.
Dynamic duo, bro.
Let's get it.
Kobe and Shaq.
We out.
You have to understand what you've accomplished, because if you don't celebrate the small wins, then you'll derail on your path, and then you'll really kind of lose your mind, you know.